The screen is a window, but a window shattered. We don't just watch the image, we analyze the fragments. We are fragmented lens. An apocalyptic palimpsest, a review of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, Season 3, Episode 1. Here's the rundown from a deconstructive perspective. The rust-streaked cathedral of a post-apocalyptic France. The silent, shambling hordes, no longer a primal threat, but a weary, familiar backdrop. The Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon, in its third season premiere, doesn't so much tell a story as it offers a palimpsest of narrative layers, a text written and rewritten over a decade of televised despair. This is not a show about survival anymore. It is a meditation on the mythos of survival, a postmodern self-reflection on a genre we've collectively gorged ourselves on until the taste is as bland as the gray-matted hair of a newly turned walker. The very premise is a joke, a cosmic shrug. Daryl, the taciturn, crossbow-wielding folk hero, is plopped into a foreign land. His gruff American stoicism is a jarring, anachronistic relic against the backdrop of crumbling French chateaux and cobbled streets. He is a signifier without a stable signified. What does Daryl represent now? He is the last man standing of a collapsed empire of television, a cultural artifact wandering through the ruins of its own popularity. His dialogue is less a means of communication than a series of grunts and monosyllabic pronouncements, a deconstruction of the very archetype he embodies. Yeah. Nah. These are not words. They are the ghost echoes of a character who has outlived his narrative purpose. The episode is a collage of familiar tropes, reassembled and presented with a knowing wink. The plucky young kid, the cynical but kind-hearted ally, the charismatic but menacing villain. We've seen them all before. But here they are not characters with motivations. They are archetypes in a pageant of despair. The show is not asking us to care about them. It is asking us to recognize them. The narrative feels less like a forward-moving story and more like a series of carefully arranged tableaux, each shot a photograph of a decaying world. A shot of Daryl framed against a magnificent, broken stained glass window is not a moment of beauty. It's an acknowledgement of the aestheticization of ruin. The episode's true antagonist isn't a human or a walker. It's time. The sheer, overwhelming weight of the franchise's history. Every shot of a zombie, every scene of a tense standoff is filtered through the collective memory of hundreds of similar scenes. We are not experiencing the terror, we are recalling it. The show's only real tension comes from this self-awareness. It's a game of spot the reference, a meta-narrative scavenger hunt. The walkers are no longer the dead. They are the walkers, a term stripped of its literal meaning and imbued with the cultural baggage of a decade of programming. Ultimately, this season premiere is a ghost story, not in the traditional sense, but in the sense that it is haunted by its own past. It's a television show about a television show, a post-apocalyptic narrative about the exhaustion of post-apocalyptic narratives. It's a testament to the fact that in the end, everything becomes a sign, a symbol, a fragment of something that was once whole. Daryl, the stoic hero, is now just a smudge on a canvas of cultural detritus, forever searching for a home that no longer exists, both in the world of the show and in the landscape of our shared television memories. And in this endless, exhausted wandering, there is a strange, profound beauty. The apocalypse, it turns out, is not the end of the world, but the birth of the museum. If you feel so compelled, you may engage with the signifiers of affirmation below. Like and subscribe. Your compliance is noted and appreciated by the great digital machine. The screen goes black, but the image remains. Until our next episode, don't just watch the picture, examine the frame.